Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Navadine here. Today I have a quick short video for you guys, and it is about this baby right here, Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. So if you want to hear my thoughts about this, let's get into the video.
Personality, everything you do, it's me love, everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly.
I'm just gonna get straight into it. My energy is a little bit low today, and exactly how I'm dressed is how I'm feeling. I just want to lay in my bed and I don't really want to speak to anyone. So good thing I'm just speaking to the camera. So today is Friday when I'm filming. This baby launched on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. No, it launched on Wednesday morning here in the UK, and I could have picked it up on Wednesday, but it would have been in the 50ml size or the 100ml, and I really don't need another big bottle in my collection at the moment unless I truly love the fragrance. And I also had a little time to play around with it before I came and did a review for you guys, or my impressions of it. So let's just open this up. So this is what the little bottle looks like. I love the fact that this mini comes in the color of the actual bigger bottle, because you know some of the other bottles with the colors like Sweet Diamond, Utopia, or Invite Only, the miniature bottles, they do not come in that color. They just come in a clear glass. Yeah, so I love that. So the fragrance is called Eden Juicy Apple. We're gonna spray it. It smells to me pretty similar to what it smells like from the cap right away. I'm gonna read out the notes, the main notes. So the notes on the back of the box that Kayali has chosen to highlight is juicy red apple, wild berries, jasmine, lychee, vanilla flower, and sensual musk. When you spray it initially, you get that burst of wild berries. I smell a lot of wild berries. I think people pick up the juicy red apple, but I smell berries. It's so sweet that I don't think of apples when I first smell it. I just smell berries. It's so sweet that it smells like a lollipop to me. And then like a minute after, I get a lot of the musk coming through. And to be honest, I don't pick up anything else. I'm gonna have to spray it again just to... In the air, I guess you get most of the apple and a little bit of that effervescence, like where I guess would be coming from the lychee, but I don't really smell it like prominent. But as I have said with many of Kayali fragrances, they are very soft. But I'm not going to be so harsh on this one, especially in my first video with it, because what I've learned from all their fragrances that I have also is once you've sprayed it and you've let your bottle sit, after some time it's like the fragrance evolves. I guess in perfume world they call it macerate. There are so many things that go into perfumery. Some fragrances, apparently before their release, the perfume is macerated before actually sending it out to people. Well, before the release, I said that. And there are some fragrances that are intended to macerate after release or after spraying or whatever. I genuinely think that's how Kayali's fragrances are, because all the fragrances that I have from the line have changed. The only ones that in my opinion have stayed pretty true to what they smelled like when I first bought them is the elixir that I have and my Invite Only Amber. Speaking about this as well, I should mention this in comparison to their Eden Juicy Apple, because their star note in this is also a red apple. But to my nose, from I first smelled it, it doesn't smell like a red apple to me. It smells like a green apple, like a Granny Smith green apple. On my skin, I don't know if I love the mid of this, to be honest. When the florals start coming through, I more so love the opening, but it's still not a bad fragrance. It's pretty, but would I say you need it? No. It honestly reminded me of something when I smelled it. It smells sweet, like candy, like genuine candy, like a cherry lollipop or a strawberry lollipop. I'll pop out the picture of the exact one I'm talking about. And then I came into my perfume cabinet and I remember that I had this. This perfume is called Japanese Cherry Blossom Strawberry Kiss by The Body Shop. To me, this fragrance smells like very strawberry berry potent, the red berries. I don't smell like blueberries or anything dark in there. It smells like the bright red sweet berries. And this is even stronger than my Kayali fragrance. Only thing is, this stays linear. This pretty much smells like what I'm smelling now, whereas this is changing and I'm getting musk and floral in it. What this also reminds me of, this is the last comparison, sorry, but these were in my collection and might as well tell you. I have heard a lot of people mentioning in their reviews, they have said that it reminds them of a body spray. As soon as I smelled it, I thought the same thing. I said, this is soft, it's pretty, but very soft. And I wasn't specifically looking for this morning. I was packing some things in my suitcase and I saw this and I took it out saying, oh, I need to remember to bring this with me when I travel. And then I was like, this actually smells like this also. This is Victoria's Crimson Berries. Using this lotion and layering it with this would probably bring out the berries in this or allow the berries to stick around much longer. But I put it on this morning, it definitely smells similar to this. I know it's really annoying when we come on and we're speaking about our fragrance and we mention all the fragrances that it reminds us of, but that's the only way that some people will have an idea of what you're smelling when you compare it to something else that they have smelled already. I wore this to bed last night. I got up this morning and I couldn't smell it on my clothes or on my body, except in this part of my arm on both sides. I could still smell the berries, but that happens to me a lot with all the fragrances that I wear. When I go to sleep and I wake up, if I can't smell it anywhere else on me, I normally sniff here and I always can smell it. I don't know if it's because I sleep and fold my hands and I'm always on my hands like this, so I guess the fragrance gets trapped there and it heats up, and I don't know, but I can always smell my fragrances here. Fragrantica mentions that this has blackcurrant and pink grapefruit. I get some kind of zestiness when you spray it, but nothing that I could pick up and pinpoint and say this is in there. As I said, I only get a lot of musk and a lot of berries. Does this last long? Does this project? I don't think so. I think for the price, you could definitely just stick to your body sprays. For me, do I think that this was necessary in a Kayali release? Not necessarily in my collection, but I understand that this appeals to a younger crowd. I personally am over scents like this. Like, it's not anything new, but I do feel like a lot of Kayali's fragrances might have not intrigued the younger crowd because they're a little bit more elevated. Even though they're still very simplistic and a lot of them are soft, all of them were less playful and all of them were just elevated. They were for a more mature crowd in your 20s coming up. I never think that any of the fragrances in the Kayali lineup smell bad at all, but in regards to the projection, I do have an issue with that because I think they smell too nice to be so soft. But as I said, they do change after a while, so they do get a bit stronger, but I don't think strong enough still to even have a decent scent bubble. These two together smell pretty good. Nothing crazy, and as I said, because the fragrances are so soft, I don't find a lot of the times the mix does anything. But for some people, I know that this one would not be their cup of tea. If you want a fresh apple, this is more fresh and this is sweet. This can wear all year round, night, day, summer, winter, whatever, because it's not season specific, I don't feel, just based on how soft it is and the fact that it's just a pretty sweet fragrance. If you're someone who likes fragrances like Burberry Her, I would say you definitely would enjoy this. The performance on Burberry Her outweighs this one. Obviously, I haven't tried it in the summer. I haven't tried it out. I haven't tried it layering with lotions or anything. But I feel like if a fragrance works, it works. And I shouldn't have to try really hard to get it to do what I want it to do. Like whether it's projection or longevity. Why do I say that word so weird when I'm on camera? Longevity. So Kayali has also released their Discovery sample set and it has all 8 fragrances in there. Unfortunately, this was released before Eden Juicy Apple, so it's not a part of it, but just in case you wanted to try it, Kayali sent this over to me and I just thought I would mention it. They also sent me over their vanilla hand cream. As you can see, I've been using it, just trying it out to see whether it actually smelled like vanilla, whether it made a difference. And I really could smell it in the car. I smelled it more than when I wore the perfume. Like, I just used a little bit on my hands when I was going to the Wizkid concert. and I really could smell it, and I kept thinking, is that the lotion? Like, such a little bit. So I would buy this in the body cream. I know they must have a big body butter coming out. I would definitely buy the body butter and obviously layer my vanilla on top of it. So I just thought I would mention these because they sent these to me, and just in case like you didn't know that they had an option to buy this. Well, that was it, guys. It wasn't anything much that I needed to say except how the packaging looks, how it smells, how it wears on my skin, and what it reminds me of. And that's really much all there is to it when it comes to buying fragrances and whether the price point is worth it. So I hope you like this quick little video, and I hope I see you guys again in my next video. Bye.